So we're at AES 2025, and I'm with Ben over at BeesNeez Microphones. So tell us about what you got going on here this year.
Always got a lot going on. We're an Australian manufacturer. We've been manufacturing microphones since 2001. This year on the show, we've got quite a few of the microphones from the range here, representing our producer, our classic, and our studio series ranges. If you're after a microphone that is a little different to what's available everywhere else, we're probably a really nice pick for that one. As far as growth goes, we're a small Australian company. We've been around for quite a long time. We've grown very organically, so no major investments, no venture capital or anything like that. We've just started very small, my wife and myself, and now we're up to 9 full-time employees, 5 factory buildings, and a massive machine shop that's actually on the property as well. And that's how we do it. So we start from brass and bronze, and we end up with a beautiful product.
That's awesome. And so, not only do you have your own designs that you've brought here, things like the Arabella, which I've had the chance to use, beautiful microphones, but, your wife was showing me these yesterday. You now have some series that you've brought to the market where you've got a beautiful 251 here. So tell everyone about this.
Yeah, look, there was a lot of pressure from the customers. We haven't built a lot of clone microphones, but our customers have asked us if we perhaps could. So we've decided to start rebuilding some classic microphones, 251, 47, 67s, 87s. They're not exact clones because we feel that we can always make some improvements. So that's what we've done. We've made some improvements on the original designs, a few extra features, and it gives people a little bit more of a little bit more character in their mics, but the microphones that they're looking for.
Well, I just have to say that checking out this 251 in person, I love it. This yoke looks amazing.
The 251 is a part-for-part clone. So every part from this microphone will actually fit onto an original.
Really?
So if you needed spare parts, any of the parts would fit. The internal preamp, the head, the bass, the connector itself, they're all identical to the original.
Okay, very, very cool. One thing that I want to talk about before I go is, most people don't know this, but you guys also, you make all of these capsules yourself,
Yeah, we do.
And are they still available to the public for their own projects?
Absolutely they are. We're actually the largest manufacturer of microphone capsules in the world that's outside of China.
Yep.
So as far as capsule manufacturer, we manufacture for many other companies as well as our own microphones, and we sell to the public as well. And price-wise, they're a small investment for such a huge change in a microphone.
Yeah, and that's actually how I first learned of BeesNeez, is I have purchased some of these capsules myself, and I'm very happy with them. So
we're happy to hear that. We really are. We really do a lot of research and development with our microphone capsules. We have our own designs, but we reproduce all of the vintage designs, including designs like the KM53 that nobody else does. So this capsule hasn't been available for nearly 50 years. We've brought it back to the market again because it deserves its place in the market. It's a great sounding capsule, and it brings the M50s back to life.
yeah, and we were discussing that yesterday. I was curious if you had any plans to do anything with like nickel-plated diaphragm.
We've tried nickel in the past, and we don't mind nickel, but we prefer aluminium. So we now have aluminum diaphragms in most of our capsule range.
Oh, very, very cool.
Yeah, so we do gold sputtering, but we also have propagated aluminum. So it's not a sputtered diaphragm, it's a propagated diaphragm.
But I could get a KM54 with an aluminum.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, there's just so many possibilities after hearing this. I just want to thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.